to give me no advice. What was your 2 cents and we was down bad broke? My mama couldn't keep on the line. No cat and no dog, we sleeping with mice. Beans and weenies, we ate it with rice. I swore to my mama that I was gonna change our life. I was grinding every night. By the ring that I'm just trying to get it. Championship, I'm trying to win it. All these racks, I gotta spin it. All my whips be limo tinted. You ain't with my squad and mind your business. Everything we start, we finish. Watch I work the hardest with it. Tongue out like I'm Jordan. Without me chanting my name. Dog days went through pain. Them hard days I wouldn't change. It's the reason I'm still in the game. It's the reason I'm stacking this change. It's the reason I'm chasing this rain. It's the reason I'm still in my lane. It's the reason I'm never gonna change my heart in the game.
It's a sweep. What? It's a sweep. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah. It's a sweep. It's my time, not no Paddock Philippe. They was yapping, I don't hear a peep. Yeah, I step through that spot, I don't creep. Yeah, we ain't on none of that. Can't call it lucky, I give it my all every day of the week. You know what I'm on. I see a crowd at the bottom, ain't with that, I climb to the peak. Don't write no red, but they know what I'm on, they address me as chief. I be dripping water like a reef, slid off with the bag, but I ain't no thief. It's a sweet, they ain't even have a chance. I been locked on that cash in a trance. Hit the end zone and do my little dance. Yeah, your chick blowing kisses like Lance. You go tell your mans. It's a sweet. What? It's a sweet. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Get that boy out of there.
It's a sweep, do my dance, Mr. Clean. Game nice, but I play it so mean. Front line, I'm protecting the team. John Madden, yeah, I boom with the scheme. Dream chasing, I've been chasing the dream. Paper chasing, I just made it my thing. Got the bag, I just need me a ring. G and Melk, hold it down for the team. It's a sweep, right? Shout out to Jokic, I'm locked in. Man, I swear that I'm focused. He toes up in the drip, I bet they didn't notice. Air Force Ones got me walking like POTUS. God's child, so I know that I'm chosen. Drake with me, man, I feel like DeRozan. Left and right wrist equally frozen. All 4 pockets equally swollen.
It's a sweep. What? It's a sweep. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah.
It's bag season, I'ma post like a sinner. Diamond chains and a mink in the wind. All these rings on, you could tell I'm a winner. I'm a walking bucket like that boy out in dim. Got the pink slip for these whips, ain't no rental. Steady breaking records, give them something to remember. Money, power, and respect is so simple. What separate good and great is they mental.
It's a sweep. What? It's a sweep. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. Hey, we ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps.
Yes, sir. It's a sweep. We the midweek. I tend to smile VVS on my teeth. Money made rather I'll never be beat. Got rid of Bronco, got SOTG. Deep in that jungle, came out with a meat. Got a track like got 2K on my feet. Slide with the bros, I don't care what you think. 17 flash gonna go in a blink. Hey, hey. Wrist got no thirst, like what do you drink? Last of the real, yeah, my kind be extinct. Bad little G used to drink from the sink. Whoa, whoa. No TLC, I'm too lit, we can't creep. Flight to Miami, I stay with that heat. Hopped on the jet, cause
it's a sweep. What? It's a sweep. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah. It's a sweep. What? It's a sweep. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweep. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah.
Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Been the best in this game for a minute. If I want it, then I'ma go get it. Ain't no asking, you know I'ma spin it. I don't go back and forth like it's tennis. I'm in mode, I've been locked on a mission. Cupid G, I ask God as my witness. I'm not pressing my bro off suspicion. Never pressing my bro off suspicion. She from NOLA, she got superstition. I'm not waiting and hoping and wishing. I'm not stopping, I'm balling relentless. I'm a stepper, I'm standing on business. In the rumors, I'm minding my business. I'm a tutor, teach you how to get it. I said, fin with the ones in your city. We make movies, we all the way with it.
Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
I told the people, yes, I'm him. I did the impossible, but I'm not Kim. Gotta be by the escalator. I'm on the rim, hit the butter with a blitz. We gon' study this film. I ain't gotta say nothing, ain't always for real. Country, trying to give me your meal. You want you some violence, you got you a deal. Mr. Bushwick, Bill, tell me how you feel. No, I'm not from Dallas, but yes, I'm a cowboy. We them boys. We making loud noise. Staying first today, I be looking like a out. Got a defensive line that'll make them sit down. Feel like a D-lineman, but still making touchdowns. Beat them in their hometown, I ain't here now one time. I've been a big bully since I was on the playground. Now I'm all grown up and I still don't play around.
Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and football has returned to America's finest city, San Diego, California. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Chargers of San Diego. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And right away, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Not only, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11.
Now Jones. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing, Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got it down to the 28. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Cougar 19. Cowboy 80.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. Richardson going on fourth down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 11. Here we go. 11.
Off the play fake. Jones. Completed out to Dobbs. Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4.
21, 21. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Jones. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. They run a draw here on second down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Richardson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize. But when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way to the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On first down, and now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry. And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Dragon 60. Go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a second down and 6.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, here's Richardson. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Come on, guys. Let's make a play here.
Oh, what you got?
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on third down? You're a little off balance.
3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, Keys. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Richardson out of the shotgun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Richardson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
When I see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset, this is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
That's a nice run, a nice game that has to have them feeling pretty good about themselves as we head to the 2-minute warning.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Now a 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. Keys call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Nineteen tight. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And his kick is good. That will not us up at 10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Jets! From 3 yards out. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some more. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Jones throwing to start the drive.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
79 Broncos.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Richardson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Buffalo 18. Hey, smash Broncos.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Richardson to throw off play action. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Richardson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll try and run for it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Oh, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. The line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Come on.
Second and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Richardson looking to throw this. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly they get to the line. Jones looking to change the play. Now Jones on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a first and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And he floated one out there incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they'll get this down to the 10. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 11. Here we go. 11.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did. And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to pump the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Check mash.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
From his own end zone, it's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. He's on his way. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What a play right there. This is just a case of get the ball into his hands and let him do his thing. He had all sorts of room to run once he caught the ball, and he's finally taken down after as big a play as you'll see all season.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Richardson looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Gets around him. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 50 yards on the ground for him now, as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the 2nd half. You've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go. 11.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now Jones going to change it up here. In motion, the tight end. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
Okay, ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Richardson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jones looking around. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded just inside the... Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
18, right here.
Here's Richardson. Over the middle, it's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now Richardson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
19. Ready.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes 2nd down.
Kevin Pirates, Kevin Pirates.
Richardson to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And that is incomplete.
And you certainly have to applaud the effort here. They're not settling for overtime. They're trying to get in position to win it with a late field goal. That takes some guts, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
from the gun. They'll try to run it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end. Going to overtime because neither one got an advantage today.
This has been, and now it'll take overtime to decide who goes on to the AFC title game. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Opening drive of overtime. Big third down coming. Now Jones. That is incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
And taken right at the 35. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Richardson gets his shot here in OT. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From just outside of field goal range. 3 points, all that's needed. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. 83 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Jones wants to change it up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Dave.
Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got one watch on my